Yeah, you're going to shut your mouth. You're going to shut it. You understand me, boy? You're going to shut that mouth. You're going to shut it. Yeah, we got him. We got him, right? Woohoo! Hey, it's all starting to come out. Just in time, Donnie. Just in time. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Now we're starting to fall apart. Now the facade is falling, right? If people that are calling themselves patriots or nationalists, if you're listening to me, you are now seeing reality, the same reality many people have seen for, I don't know, the last 4 years. This is Trump, the P.T. Barnum of the 2020s, 16s, 17s, 18s, 19s, 20s, of the 2000s, the 90s, the 2000s, the P.T. Barnum, Carnival Barker, actor. The Covert Radio, Ronald Reagan was an actor. Yeah, I know. Ronald Reagan was an actor. You know what? Yeah, you're going to force me to do this, ain't you? Okay, yeah, let's see here. Let's see Ronnie Reagan, the actor. This is a 2-minute video. Let me find it real quick. You know, I don't know. No, it's actually only 57 seconds. Here we go. We'll just we'll give you the minute 12 one. Here we go. Because I think there's some narration on this.
The United States.
Yeah, let's see. Here's Ronnie. Here's Ronnie. Come on. Turn it up for you guys. Here we go.
Thank you.
It was an historic moment because now corporate America and Wall Street were in almost complete control. See that guy standing next to the president? You know, the one that looks like a butler? His name was Don Regan, the chairman of Merrill Lynch, the richest and biggest retail brokerage firm in the world. He took the key position of Treasury Secretary so he could enact the tax cuts that the rich wanted. Regan then became White House Chief of Staff as the president started to fade.
Then they should give the president what 43 governors have, a line item veto. And
Don't have to speed it up.
oh,
Who tells the president to speed it up? The man from Merrill Lynch, that's who. Things in America would never be the same again. The country would now be run like a corporation.
we're going to turn the bull loose.
Yeah, the Merrill Lynch bull. Speed it up, Ronnie. Come on. We ain't got time there. We ain't got time. Just like Donnie, Ronnie and Donnie. Speed it up, Donnie, because here's what's going to happen. Now, where's that picture at? I think I shut it. Oh well. Here's what's going to happen. See, the people that Trump has worked for the last 4, 5, 10, 20 years have hijacked America. I've been saying this. A lot of people have been saying this. And I personally believe that Trump was here so that real Americans, real patriots, and real nationalists who believe in this country do not gain any foothold in this country. Because everybody's like, oh, goody, there's one of us. This billionaire, privileged, caviar-eating, delusional real estate mogul, he's one of us. And everybody keeps falling for it and falling for it and falling for it. And now they're just, wait till Ghislaine Maxwell starts really telling you about Donnie. If she makes it. Because what they're doing right now, and you notice the mask is on. Isn't it, Don? The mask is on now. You're going to do what the fuck we tell you to do. Do you understand that? Because the people who control Trump, listen to me, they don't care whose hands up whose ass. They don't care whose ass they put their own hand up. They don't care. They don't care whose ass they put their hand up. If it's Trump, Biden, Creepy Joe, Sleepy Joe, it don't matter. You're going to do what we tell you to do. And Trump has failed just in time so people can really feel the wallop now. Don't you feel stupid sleeping the last 4 years thinking this guy had your back? You're all idiots. And you know what? I'm at a point now where it's like you're going to get what you want. Just like all these idiots, roaming around the country while corporations and the same people who have hijacked this country are painting yellow brick roads to destroy the history of this country. And you have millions and millions and tens of millions and hundreds of millions of dollars going into the BLM, which is Black Lives Matter. And there have been nothing. This is a banner year in history of Black Death. So let me ask you this, BLM. You have the world's attention. You have hundreds of millions of dollars in your coffers. And now this is turning out to be the most violent and bloodiest year in history with regards to black on black crime. So what do you need now? You need some more white people washing your feet? Is that going to fix everything? Get the fuck out of here. These are the people who own this country. These are the people they've been trying to tell you.
The Taj was the biggest bet of his career, but soon his luck would run out.
He knew he was in big trouble. I think he borrowed more than most other prudent real estate people. He had extended himself to the Trump shuttle, to a yacht, to a helicopter, and to a lot of things which weren't generating any cash flow, and he had to support his lifestyle. So he was in trouble.
Does anybody else want to bet $190,000 we're going to sell it?
When the economy and the real estate market plummeted in 1990, attorney Alan Pomerantz says Trump owed $4 billion to his debtors.
Who are Trump's debtors? Who does Trump owe money to? The Rothschilds. That's who. That's who. The banking mafia family. That's who. And just like Wilbur Ross, who worked for the Rothschilds, gets installed into the White House. Isn't that something? But he loves America. Trump is American. He loves America. Ooh, dog, that boy's out there. That's right. The fuck out of my face.
Including that $1 billion for which he was personally responsible.
Because he personally guaranteed so much debt, the leverage shifted dramatically over to the banks, because it was no longer an issue of a bank and a piece of real estate. It was a bank in Donald Trump's actual survival.
Trump owed money all over town, to 72 banks in all. Pomerantz represented them as a group.
How close was he to going personally bankrupt?
Very.
Trump makes a point of saying he never went personally bankrupt. But there's a reason why the banks decided to keep Trump whole.
We made the decision that he would be worth more alive to us than dead. Dead meaning in bankruptcy. We don't want him to be in bankruptcy. We want him out in the world selling these assets for us.
So you wanted him alive because he was a salesman and could best sell his own properties.
That's correct. We kept him alive to help us.
So, when someone finally understands.
He's the P.T. Barnum, I think he says later in that interview. I'm going to make this quick for you guys. Donny has his mask on. And Donny, the people that you've shielded for the last 20 years of your life, 30, 40, 50 years of your life, they don't care. They don't care, because whoever's going to do what they want to do is who's going to get the nod. I need Americans to wake up. We need to initiate the common party. We need to bring spirituality and prayer for real back into this country, because I'm going to show you right now what's coming. If you listen to anything I've said in the last several months, they're going to loosen it up. They're going to loosen the valve come June, July. They're going to loosen it up a little bit into August, and then they're going to start tighten it back down, tighten it down, tighten it down. Come September, we'll be under full lockdown again. Do you know what's happening right now in Australia? Let's take a look.
First to a warning, the worst is yet to come in Victoria, where 9 towers are in coronavirus lockdown and some residents are claiming they've been left without vital supplies. Christina Hearn is at Flemington this morning and leads our nationwide COVID-19 coverage. Chris, how are residents reacting to this detention?
Carl, good morning. Some residents are saying that they have not received adequate food, or it has been out of date. They have not received essential supplies like baby formula, nor have they received proper health care. The Victorian Premier has promised that each and one of these residents will have their needs met. So on top of essential supplies, no one pays rent for 2 weeks, and there will be hardship payments fast-tracked for those that get tested. This is a massive logistic.
I want you to pay close attention to what she just said, because I have a video coming up later today or tonight. They're fast tracking for those who get. Did she say vaccinated, or what'd she say? Let me rewind that.
Pays rent for 2 weeks, and there will be hardship payments fast tracked for those that get tested. This is.
This is what they're going to do. They're going to keep breaking everybody down until they literally submit. And then when you submit, they're going to really drop the hammer on us. I'm talking about, listen to me. I wish I had the, I don't know what you call it. I guess the, I wish I had the ability to quickly explain this, or to, say in a few sentences like what I've learned over 20 some years. But all I can tell you is transhumanism. The bottom line is these people fear God. They fear what they've done. They don't want to be judged. They want to live forever. They want to stay on this planet and rule over the slaves is what they want. The Jewish believe that. The Chabad Lubavitch believe that each Jew on the planet will, 2,900 slaves each? Those are white people, okay? I won't even tell you what the Jews believe about black people. I won't even tell you. I'm going to cover that within the next probably day or so, because it's really time to have these conversations. Just like in Australia, you notice what they hit, the low-tier housing. That's called the projects in America. That's what they've hit. These are the people under lockdown right now.
Is a massive logistical operation. 9 towers, both here in Flemington and North Melbourne, more than 3,000 residents placed in hard lockdown. So what that means is nobody in and nobody out. The first time this has been done in Australia. 500 police patrolling per shift. The police union says, like residents, they were given no warning. This detention letter was sent to residents yesterday. It outlines that they are in a detention location.
Do you see the date on this? Was several days ago. They're still under hard lockdown right now till 18 July 2020. These directions apply beginning at 3:30 p.m. on the 4th of July and ending at 3:30 p.m. on 18th of July. They can't leave. They're under armed surveillance. There are police on every single floor and every exit and entrance in these buildings.
For the next 2 weeks. However, the Premier says it will be reviewed after 5 days. As tensions in these towers continue to rise, there were confrontations with police yesterday.
But there's nothing in our building. They f***ing dumb. There's nothing. Everyone's starving, bro. Not a very...
Oh, it's a black guy. Gee whizzikers. Oh, and what did they say? What have I been saying? And I pointed this out, and I'm a racist, whatever, that the COVID is very potentially a race war, or a race virus, a race weapon. And just like I have a clip coming up later with Melinda Gates talking about her exact words. We'll be giving it to black people first. Her exact words. We will be giving it to black people first. And now you can see what they're test running it in Australia. Are they going to fight? These are the projects. These are the projects in this city. And they just so happen to be, what was the address? 33 Frederick Lane or something like that?
A pleasant one for the people in there, of course, but clearly in the interests of their safety and protecting them.
Yeah. Beware when they speak peace and safety. Remember, that's in the Bible. I can't even do these. I can't watch it. I want to get through this quick because I want a lot of people to see this. I know people... if you're a new listener and you just pick this up real quick, I normally talk a lot longer in shows. It's a talk radio format. Check out some of my longer shows. Let me play this for you guys here.
Testing is already underway, and those returning home to the affected public housing estates are only just finding out that they won't be able to leave for another 5 days. Mark Santomartino is in Flemington. Mark, how are people taking the news?
They've responded with everything from confusion to frustration and, of course, concern, Brett, not just for getting infected, but, of course, the impact this is going to have on their lives. We've spoken to one woman just then who was worried about her grandmother that needs people to come in and help her eat 3 times a day. She doesn't know if that will be allowed to continue. We saw one couple packing their things up into a car and driving off, and another man has told us that he's going to not go inside and consider getting a hotel because he simply can't do without the work. This is going to be a massive enforcement operation. The Premier does not want this to go down the same road as hotel quarantine, with infections spreading out into the community. So Victoria Police has been called in. They'll be stationed at every single door and on every single floor, making sure residents know that they won't be allowed to leave for at least 5 days.
Nah, that's too much. I don't know if I could cope with that.
Got my job, no, yes.
Every single floor, every single entrance, there will be armed police. Oh, my goodness. And that's just in time for the military takeover in America, which disband the police. Disband the police. Yay. 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 Nike gave a $100 million contract to an already 100 millionaire named Colin Kaepernick, who can't even begin to relate to the struggle. Yay! Winning! The fuck out of here, man. Wake up. Trump is not here for us. He is not here for us. These people run deep psychological programs based from deep psychological mining and metrics. They know what to say. Do you ever see Trump just wing it? Here and there, 95% of everything you've heard Trump say, for the most part, is in an earwig coming through his ear. Somebody's talking to him in the control room. It's on the glass monitors, the teleprompters. What I'm telling you guys, if we don't stand up for ourselves, nobody's coming to save us. We have to save ourselves. We have to save ourselves. They're running this whole brand new second massive string, and now they're calling it hard lockdown, where you will be watched with armed guards, security, police, or military. So you don't leave your house, your apartment, your projects, whatever. I said months and months ago, you're going to get to the point where you're going to be stopped by a military soldier, and they're going to say, immunity papers, please. Immunity papers, please, show me. Oh, nope, no immunity. Cuff him up, stuff him. I may touch back on this a little later on another video. Like I said, I just want to get through this quickly. A few years ago, I did a video called No Race War? Okay. Then Artificial Hurricanes, HARP, Jade Helm, Walmart, FEMA, prepare now. And you're not going to be able to view this video anymore on YouTube because they took it down. I was part of the algorithmic update sweep that they had 1 year ago. YouTube is banking on you being lazy, scared, weak, submissive, ignorant, consumed with lies and delusions. And number 7, they want you to feel hopeless. We are not hopeless. We have to fight for ourselves. Trump has now he's silenced. He's now showing you who he is and what this is about. The literal takedown of independent thought and free speech and independent media is in full swing. I know it's been a slow-rolling boil, but the hellish algorithm unleashed today, which was June the 5th of 2019, by YouTube, is completely eviscerating many independent thinkers, free speech advocates, and conservative-based independent media channels. The new update is completely demonetizing their channels and removing countless videos. No warning, no strikes, no reason, just gone. Covert Radio was also targeted, image below. And there's some links there to other channels. This is on my community page. You can still read this. But this is the video they took down, just out of the clear blue sky. 1 year to right now to everything that's been happening. And what are the key words here? Race war, Jade Helm, Walmart, FEMA camps. If you didn't hear this video, I bet you would love to hear it. And I'm going to make that a Patreon-only upload. But I want to show you something. Let's see here. Oh, not that. Let me show you something here. Do you remember this? This is as of March the 26th, 2015. 5 years prior to the mess that started in March of 2020. Do you see these markers here? These are all the Walmarts that have been shut down unexpectedly, no reason, and every single one of these Walmarts mysteriously had plumbing problems all of a sudden. Wow, that looks like that's right around San Antonio. Wow, all these Walmarts, man, geez. Oh, you know, the other thing, if you remember the metrics and the data that I ran in that video that YouTube removed, was this is a heavily populated black state. Texas is #1 in the nation of population of black residents. And look where the majority of the plumbing problems are, the Walmarts that were shut down. Do you understand what's happening here? Because in reality, this is what they're pumping to everybody in the news. Let me see if you guys can see that. Phoenix, Texas, counties order morgue trucks in the latest grim sign of rising COVID-19 rates 9 hours ago. Department of Defense deployed as Texas hospitals fight COVID-19 case surge 23 hours ago. Patient 30 dies after attending a COVID party in Texas. His last words he told the nurses, "I think I made a mistake." They said that's his last words. Covert, you just you just say stuff to scare people, and it's just a bunch of sensationalization. Really? Okay, well, here's the story by ABC News. 30-year-old dies after attending a COVID party thinking the virus was a hoax. Well, Jesus, there's many doctors that are, their own numbers are saying it's nowhere near as bad as what the media's making it out to be. And if you start looking around and poking around, you're going to find that there are people going to testing centers. I'm not naming names. They're going to testing centers. They're not going to stand in line and wait around for 4 hours, even though they already signed in, and they leave. 3 or 4 days later, they get a paper in the mail that says, "You tested positive for COVID-19. They never got the test. They only signed their name on the entrance sheet to be called to be tested. Because as these testing centers are opening, they're being flooded by people because of shit like this. Here it is. So you think I'm lying? I think I made a mistake. Man dies after COVID party. I think I made a mistake. I thought it was a hoax, but it's not. Those were the final words of a 30-year-old patient who died. They can't tell you his name, I don't believe, because of whatever reason, whatever, HIPAA. But do you really believe that, I think I made a mistake? I thought it was a hoax. Do you think those really were his final words? The fuck out of here, man. But you see all the news stories. Texas doctor. Texas, person in their 30s. Oh, okay, they keep running that into the ground. Very, very difficult. Texas COVID hospitalizations at record high, near overwhelming level. But the death rate's going down. And you're telling everybody and their mother that they're positive. There's plenty of data out there that says these tests are they're inaccurate. Geez, where's the other hot spot? Is it Florida? Walt Disney World reopens in Florida amid COVID-19 surge. Schools are not going to open like I said they wouldn't. Florida COVID-19 cases top 250,000. Death exceeds 90 for the third straight day. I have a video of Bill Gates coming up that is the most evil and demonic thing I've ever seen in my life, where him and his upside down cross wearing satanic 2 rings and a male left watch wearing mate, Melinda, they both look at each other and they start, I swear to God, you're going to get chills to your spine. If you're a human, you're going to get chills to your spine when you see this. And Bill Gates goes, well, I mean, this second wave, oh, now they're going to take us seriously this time. And they both start cackling like demons. You think I'm lying? Okay, I'm going to show you in the next video coming up in the day or so, or today sometime. Now, here's another one from Texas. Local Texas leaders encourage sheltering in place as coronaviruses spike. You see what they're doing in Australia, right? You see what they're doing in Australia. Meanwhile, you know, the reality is within the last few months, this was a month ago, CDC quietly downgraded COVID-19 death rate. Media ignored that. And Elon Musk wonders why. Here's what Elon Musk said, who said he would back Kanye West 100%. We destroyed our entire country and suspended democracy, all for a lie. And these people perpetrated the unscientific degree of panic. Will they ever admit the grave consequences of their error? No, Elon. No, this is the plan. Trump is brought in 4 or 5 years ago for the dismantling of the American corporation. I can show you proof of this. China has moved to their digital currency. They're now saying all of a sudden there's a coin shortage in America. Every place you try to go shopping, which is basically the government store Walmart, there's signs everywhere. I've tried 3 Walmarts. None of them are taking cash. Let alone they're telling you gas stations, every place of business, due to the national coin shortage, please have exact change. We will not have change. But then you go to other stores like Walmart, they're not even accepting cash. All of these self-checkouts, they've changed to the other checkouts other than the self-checkouts. There's signs hanging everywhere that says debit credit only, debit credit only. I didn't see one that's accepting cash. And now they have people standing out, a guard out front to make sure you wear your mask, your dollar store mask that the CDC themselves had said a year ago, even an N95 is not good enough to protect against the coronavirus. In black and white on their own website, I can show you that too. Wake up. If you're waiting for Trump, he is showing you right now. You see where he's at. You see what side he's on. You will start complying. And, you know, I got to wonder, too, is this whole thing with masks and, it's all, okay, is that just to get everybody lined up for when they really drop it? Like Bill Gates and Melinda Gates laughed and cackled like 2 demons? Here it is. CDC confesses to lying about COVID-19 death numbers. You're going to play ball, Donnie. You understand? Because if you don't, we will get somebody who will play ball. You owe us billions of dollars, Donnie. Okay? We've been sold out. I've tried to yell. I've tried to scream it out loud. And there's some gene in people that wants to believe that this left, right, Democrat, Republican, it's continuously reinforced. It goes back to tribalism, wrestling, football, any other thing that has been made to subdue men. I'm asking you men to wake up. Nobody's coming to save us. We have to protect ourselves. It's time. I'm Covert Radio. If you guys want to become a Patreon, do so. I have more videos coming up today. Leave a like on this and share it. You guys take care. Have a good day.